Welcome, everyone. Welcome to another episode of تحت الزيتونة, Under the Olive Tree. Today, I'm so excited to have our guest, Safaa Ayyad, the CEO of Foras, an online platform that connects Palestinian youth with local and international opportunities. Safaa is a social entrepreneur, a mom, and today she's going to be telling us more about her experience as the founder of Foras. Welcome, Safa.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be with you.
Thank you. So to kick things off, Safa, can you start off by telling us about the how you came up with the idea of Foras?
Yes, sure. First of all, I would like to also welcome everyone else. We are talking English all the session, right? Okay. So Foras initially started in my journey. Throughout my journey, I was looking for a scholarship to study master's. So while digging and searching around for a scholarship, I saw that there's a lot of opportunities that are around there, and there are Palestinians are eligible to apply for those. But I didn't feel that people and young talents in Palestine know about those. So I created a Facebook group and I started sharing those opportunities. And I said that if I didn't benefit from this, there is for sure someone else would benefit from this too. And this Facebook group started to grow day by day till it's like for a year. Then COVID-19 hit. So when COVID hit, the group increased like triple the numbers. So we like suddenly have more than 10,000 group members. At that moment, I decided to turn that Facebook group to an official website or platform that allows people to know more about different kinds of opportunities, including scholarships, jobs, internships, voluntary work, etc. And when I did that, also there was another reason that when I was in the university, I was an honors student, so I was a very nerdy girl. And I finished my study in the bachelor degree like in 3 years and a half. I was so in a hurry that I want to end the studying and go to the labor market. Then boom, I saw that no, the labor market is not waiting for me. I am still missing a lot of the skills that I don't have. I stayed at home like for 9 months, and I took courses here and there, and I saw different opportunities, volunteers here and there, until my professor called me and said that there is the program that can build your skills in a certain topic. Would you like to participate? And said yes. Then that organization itself hired me. So that was also a starting point for me as Safa to enter the labor market. And those two reasons combined make me figure, more aware about the importance of having such a project for the youth.
Wow, that feeling of studying really hard, being really good at school, feeling so accomplished when you graduate, and then realizing that the labor market isn't waiting for me.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that feeling. What did you wish you had done differently when you were a student?
Like Bisan, by the way, I was a very active student. I volunteered for more than like 900 hours in the university. I used to have a lot of best friends and making connections everywhere. But despite all of that, I still didn't make it to the labor market, maybe because of my degree. I have a degree in economics, which is maybe a little bit hard to find something in that. But as I said, I studied too hard. I have good grades. And then I stayed like for 9 months. My mom and dad was waiting for me like to finally have a job, but I didn't. But eventually, I made it for an internship program, and then that became a job. And actually, that really gave me a good access to the labor market. And then I built a years of experience, like for 8 years of experience working with NGOs. So that built a lot for me.
Yeah, and the best social entrepreneurs are always the ones who are solving a problem that they themselves have experienced. So can you tell us a little bit more about the long-term vision of Foras? Like, what is it that you hope for your kids when they graduate from college and enter into the labor market?
Okay. Well, when we see Foras, we see that we want to be a leading player in the employment and recruitment industry and the capacity building, meaning that we want to play it in the both ways, like for the companies and organizations that are looking for talents, and for the talents themselves to build in their capacities. So we want to be a leading player in that, minimize as much as possible the unemployment rate, giving them more access to different kind of opportunities, and to unlock their potential by introducing them to the universe of opportunities. I think there is like a problem that not only the Palestinian youth, but in general, the youth have limitation in the way of they think that opportunities are limited to a certain geographic area, or to a certain industry or a specialization. They are not aware enough of the amount of opportunities and chances that they might have in different aspects. So they need the guidance, and we want to play a good role in that part, like to give them the guidance, to hold their hands, and to tell them that there is X, Y, Z in different countries and different fields. It's okay if you have a degree in like, let's say, economics, but you have an opportunity in the development field or in the IT, let's say, and you need to develop certain skills. But the most important thing that you need to try to develop this set of skills that is needed in the labor market, so you are not left behind. Yep.
And can you talk more about how this grew from being a Facebook group of just, a place where you're sharing opportunities, things that you yourself have come across, to the platform that it is today? Who are your users? How many users? Like what's the traction like with Foras?
So in the first couple of years, almost the whole couple of years when we first began, we almost had $0 coming in as revenues, because we were in the chicken and egg dilemma. So we need to have people who are visiting the website, and so we can do the monetization from the companies and organizations. So like the first 18 to 24 months, we were doing that, and it took us a lot of time, especially as we were bootstrapping. So all of this was from me and my co-founder, Mustafa. So we made our efforts to put a certain amount of money and do some publicity around the platform. We started like with 200 visitors on the website, and now we have more than like 12,000 visitors every month through the platform. We have between 250 and 300 clients, paying clients that are using our platform. Not only from Palestine, we have clients from, recently we have people from Jordan, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, those who want to hire young talent. I think we went over $20,000 in revenues from the mid of 2022 and 2023, which is a modest number in that amount of time, but it's good. It gives us a good indicator. We have a very good outreach in the social media channels. We work on the content. We work as a community. We don't want our audience to feel that we are only listing website that is putting all the opportunities up there. No, we want to give them also the knowledge, stay connected, build a community, build their capacity. So it's more like a pool of things that we are doing that we believe that they have a good value at the end of the day.
That's amazing. 12,000 users on the platform and 250 to 300 employers. Like, congratulations. And I know always when starting something, getting that product market fit, right? Getting the picking up the momentum is the hardest part. So let me ask about your own experience as a social entrepreneur. How have you stayed motivated on this journey? What are some things that may have surprised you along the way that you weren't expecting? And yeah, how did you stay motivated?
That's a tricky question. How to stay motivated? To be honest, we started for us because we wanted to see the impact in the very first place. At the very first place, this was our aim. Then when we saw that we can monetize this, we said that we can be a social enterprise that is making money and sustainable and still having a good impact. So as long as we see that we can help people to have that accelerate their participation in the labor market, which will eventually support their living and support their families, that would mean a lot for us. It's quite challenging and depressing sometimes, and especially in times like that we are living in now. But as I said, as long as we see that there's people are waiting for the opportunities, waiting for the sessions that we do, they are engaging with us and they appreciate the things that we are doing. And as long as we see the numbers going up, we will be doing this as long as we can.
So there are other job placement platforms out there. What makes Foras different as an organization that's driven by impact as a social enterprise?
What makes us different then?
What makes Foras different than the other, job searching platforms that are out there, given that you're motivated by impact?
Yes. After a lot of interviews and a lot of calls and the conversations with the number of the clients that we are dealing with, those who are providing the job opportunities, we always end up with a summary, let's say, of a problem that they face, that they don't receive the applications that with the requirements they need. So those job placement websites, they act like a job listing website. This is the effort, the maximum efforts I believe that they can participate in. So at the end of the day, this company ends up with a group of CVs, maybe 100, 200, 300 CVs, but are they eligible? Not that much. And what we do at Foras, that we help them and support the recruitment process itself. So we have a different strategy to follow up with our clients. We do have a follow-up and constantly through the whole period of application to see how many applications they have received. Are they eligible? Do they have the requirements that they need? Are they satisfied with the results? Do they want to add the extension for the deadline, etc.? Do they need the shortlisting services from our side? So it's not a very small amount of effort, but it's this effort that we are doing through the small team that we have. I think it makes a huge difference for our clients, and they really appreciate it. Plus that we work with the young talents to, as I said, we do some need assessment through our clients. We see what are the skills that they are looking for in the labor market. We build on that, and we do implement some capacity building training. So at the end of these programs, we can hire a good candidate that is a good fit for this company, and it becomes a win-win situation. In addition to also the community events, as I mentioned before.
Can you talk more about these community events? Because, you know, what Foras is doing is providing more than just an online platform or a matchmaking, right? It's about helping people reach their potential, find the right opportunities to grow, to stay motivated on the journey of being a job seeker, which is really hard. So can you share a little bit more about the community events and how you support the job seekers along the way?
Yes, sure. I will give some few examples on the online and offline events that we do or workshops, let's say. We see that the youth needs constantly to have the, let's say, guidance through their career searching journey. So we do some events or workshop sessions, let's say, related to this labor market. So, like for example, we conducted a series of sessions called Foras.ps. Like, I don't know in English how we can say Foras.ps, but it feels good in Foras.ps when you say to someone Foras.ps. Yes. So we did a group of
play on words. It's a play on words. So Forsa Saida is nice to meet you. Foras Saida is like nice opportunities.
yes. So we did this reviews of sessions for Foras.ps. We bring in some experts from different fields to share their experience and to share the knowledge that they have. Like, for example, we bring in some founders of startups, those who have quit their universities and left the studying approach behind and started to have their own company, how they failed and then they make a career shift. We hosted Khaled Al-Ahmed for the LinkedIn optimization. We also, like, I can't recall all of those, but we have a good number of experts sharing some insights from the labor market, like what you need to have written in your CV and what not to write, how to do the job interviews, how to look for a remote work opportunity. You will be doing another session soon about the cover letter writing and the CV writing. All of those that we believe that can enhance the quality of people that we have within our community, because we noticed that sometimes we receive applications where the CV have names unknown senders, and some weird emails, and so they lack the minimum of the skills, of communication skills that they need to do while looking for a job. So we feel that there's still a huge gap in that. We know that there is a lot of players in the market, not only in the Palestinian market, in the MENA region market, that they try to play a good role in giving such a guidance and giving such a sessions, but it's never enough, I think, because there's a lot of people, young women and men that need such a guidance. We also participate as a partners, outreach partners, in different events. Like there was events for the tech people in Jerusalem that we held with the IQ organization in Jerusalem. We did some the capacity building and training program was held with the Gaza Sky Geeks. So we try to be here and there, online and offline. We participate as outreach partners in different activities. So this is like mainly the communities events. In addition, that we were planning to have, I don't like to call it a job fair event, but let's say it's a networking event. Soon, يعني إن شاء الله إنه this will end soon, so we can plan this again. But this is mainly for the networking and workshops offline to make a more engaged community, يعني away from screens, let's say.
So I noticed that you all are doing a specific effort to help our brothers and sisters في غزة هلا to find jobs. And I think that, the unemployment challenge in Palestine is already very large. And right now, the situation, yeah, helping people find remote jobs that they can do is going to be really critical um, at this stage and at later stages. So can you share a little bit about your experience with that of helping create jobs for people in Gaza? So far, I know it's still early. You guys are just starting off, but I'd love to hear more about your thinking behind it. What are you hoping for, and anything that you've learned so far?
It is quite too early yet, but we tried to reach out to some Gazan people to have some remote work, and actually there's a few things were offline, not only online. We started the campaign targeting the companies and regional companies that want to hire Palestinian talents in general, whether they are in the West Bank or in Gaza. So we got a great number of leads from people who want to hire those talents. And we also have some people who want to hire the Gazan people. What we do that we try those who have managed to go out of Gaza and being in Egypt, that have a good connection of the internet and might be connected. So we do some personal effort to communicate with those and see what they need in regard of the CVs enhancement, communication with those employers, etc. But we are planning to do this in a bigger scale, and it's quite challenging because there's no internet, there's no electricity, there's some limitation to the kind of to the job fields that you can connect them to. So we try to see what is the best options that we have, and stay connected with the people that we have in Gaza and work through this network that we have there. But as you see, there's always also a challenge that happens there that prevent you from continuing what you are doing, but we still try our best towards that.
Yeah, the challenge is so large. Even if we had 10, 20, 30 other organizations like Foras, it still wouldn't be enough. The challenge that we're facing is really, really large. So part of, تحت الزيتون, and what we're looking to do here under the olive tree is to help people around the world who are asking, how can I support Palestine, to find direct ways to help. So if someone wanted to support your efforts at Foras, how might they be able to help?
Mustafa is here attending my microphone. So I will be saying a sentence that Mustafa all the time says, that, and I think it's a very good one. Mustafa always talk to organizations and companies that the main support that we can get is by using our services, or be connected with Foras, try our services, see what we can do. So it's not always about seeking for funding or investment. It's more to have more people on board, to have you to have job posted. So maybe this is one of the things that we would like to say to the attendees here and to whoever is listening, that to have this word of mouth. Tell the word about Foras.ps. Tell them to hire through Foras.ps, and this would push a lot the operations, especially in the current times that we are facing. وبس بتخيل.
Yeah. It's so important that we are using, coming to platforms like Foras.ps, local platforms that are there within the community to help match, to help find that talent. I think a lot of people want to help. And what I've seen personally is, people come in, they have this idea, but maybe they haven't really worked in the Palestinian market per se. And then sometimes that idea, they either end up with the wrong partner or just, like ends up getting unmotivated, doesn't work for any reason. So partnering with an organization like Foras, who has years of experience doing this very specific matching, is going to be really important for anyone who is trying to create employment opportunities, as well as all of us working together, because I think that this challenge in the months
Also,
ahead is just going to be so important.
yes, also Bisan, it's worth mentioning that we do the train to hire programs, which is the capacity building training programs. So they might be part of this, like sponsoring it or funding such a program. We have continuous programs. This would support building the capacity of the talent and then to give them a real time job opportunity, whether it's remotely or locally. It's not that big budget for each program that we have, but this is also something that we can figure out together and would also have a good impact on the Palestinian talents, actually.
So now I want to go back to your own experience as a social entrepreneur.
Yeah.
What does being a social entrepreneur mean to you? And what advice do you have for other people who might be earlier on this journey of becoming social entrepreneurs?
I think I have been a social entrepreneur without knowing since I was a little girl. Because I did a lot of voluntary work when I was in the school and the university. I always wanted to have some work that have not for the sake of the money or for the sake of the reputation, but the sake for impacting others. And I was influenced by a little, and some of people around, not around me, but يعني that when I saw that how their work can really be impactful and yet they can do some monetization from it. It gives a good feeling for the people to see how they can really do an impact for يعني whether it's an economic or a social or environmental impact. It's really satisfying and it's really encouraging and put more fuel into you to do more and maximize this and keep going with it. I think this is what motivates me. As long as we see this gives us more fuel to go on and continue. If I'm giving an advice for an early social entrepreneur, I think this is not the status of Safa today because I was super angry today and super impatient. But the advice is to be more patient, and you need to be patient to be a social entrepreneur. It's a very long journey, and it takes time to start to see the results and to pick up the fruit. It's not a high-tech company that is making money in a 6 months or 12 months or something like that. So it's more about building community, make the people believe in your mission and vision, and supporting you through this journey. So it takes time, so be patient.
That's such good advice and so accurate. It really is like a long haul game. It's a long haul game. And if you can stick it out and stay committed to that vision and mission, then the rewards are just so beautiful.
Yes.
Alrighty, Safa, thank you so much for your time today. So we're going to go ahead and stop the recording now and open it up to the audience for questions and answers.